first, but this link is for invitation. People will come to know. It's all right.
Your lighting is so good, you know, it's so standard. Everything looks very clear. But
And
mine is
clean.
not standard, of course.
Yep. All right, let's see. We have one person. Who could that be? Okay, guys, you can invite your friends. Okay. We still haven't got enough people.
Uh,
We got,
Hello, Mr.
yeah,
Hakimi.
yeah,
I don't
but
know if Uranus is a Mr. or Mrs. whatever.
oh, come on. What is Uranus? What do you think?
It's a planet.
All right, could be, could be, could be. Let me share the link with others as well who can join. And I've got lots of
Oh,
group,
Miss.
especially of my students, and you know that teachers and students.
In the life.
There's 7 guys already present. Hello. I'd like to start without any further delay. We are already late, aren't we?
Yeah, we are
So,
very late
as
actually,
you know, I've
like
grabbed the
40 minutes late.
paper and the pen.
Hello, Mr. Bahai.
Yes, hello guys. Hi, Ali. I cannot see your name. Bye. Yeah. Welcome. Welcome. And we got 11 people. That's enough. Not enough, actually. Nothing is enough.
But I think your network connection is not so good, Mr. Hamza.
Okay, now it's gonna be all right. I guess. I guess. I guess. All right. That's, I guess, enough people coming. Let's give them some value. What do you say?
Your internet connection is so weak, bro. It is so weak. Oh, William says you're boring, bro. We haven't started yet. How can you just judge someone so quick?
All right.
Oh, we are talking. We would like to talk
That's
about
called
achieving personal and professional dreams, Mr. Bahai.
Yeah. All right. So let's start. Without further delay, we're going to start our today's podcast. I welcome everybody. We bring you untold stories and inspiring conversation to help you unlock your full potential. Today, we have an exciting guest, someone who has navigated the highs and lows chasing dreams, both personally and professionally. So please welcome Mr. Razban. His full name is Ismatullah Razban. I would like to welcome you to today's podcast. Not actually podcast. I'm used to podcasts, so I say that. So I welcome you to today's live stream. We would like to hear from you first.
Thank you so much, Mr. Hamza. It's a pleasure to be here.
All right. So, and we hear about dreams. There is something that is clear. We hear about dreams. Everyone has them, but very few actually achieve them. Why do you think that is? Why do very few people achieve their dreams? What's the reason behind that? And what's the psychology behind that?
Well, that's a really great question. I believe most people struggle because they either lack clarity, discipline, or they let fear control them. Dreaming is easy, but turning dreams into reality requires consistent effort, resilience, and shift.
All right. So, what do you mean by consistent effort? Can you explain it furthermore?
Yeah, I think for just achieving the dreams or making the dreams come to reality, we don't need more of motivation. We need more of discipline. When you're motivated, sometimes you're motivated to work for 10 hours a day, but the next day you feel demotivated and you feel let down and you to do anything. Consistent effort means you've got discipline, and based on those discipline, you say is it
Okay,
just
we
because
have
of
you.
your internet connection or my internet connection?
Well, I guess mine is pretty high. The speed is pretty good. I get about 700 KB to 1 MB.
Mine is 1.30 MBs per second.
All right, that's still low for us in these two regions. All right, some
Yeah.
guys who are from other countries, they might laugh at us at this internet speed, but still, we're trying to provide something, right? We're not just sitting
Hmm.
idle without not doing anything. All right, as you talked about, like consistency requires discipline, right?
Yeah.
Consistency requires discipline. Now, I would like to know what should we do, as per your experience, what should we do to develop that discipline?
Mm, One effective exercise to actually uh, develop that consistency and to be on track is journaling. I think it's better to have specific notebooks for your, thoughts, ambitions, and goals every day, and you have to note it, reveal what truly matters to you. I think.
Okay, so I believe the word you're looking for is prioritizing, right?
It's
Indeed.
the key.
Indeed, we've got to prioritize the most important thing that is helping us to grow.
Mr. Hamza,
Yes.
is extremely and unbelievably, weak tonight. What if we postpone it for some other time? Because I barely, hear you, and I think the audience are also not able to actually hear us what we say, what
No,
we're talking
just
about.
sorry, sorry for the inconvenience, but we've got to do it because we have awoken some people's thoughts about this live stream. So we got to do it anyway. We got to do it
But
any possible
what
way.
you say and what I say, or not clear. Actually, it's very difficult to understand. Even I hardly understand your questions. It's just because there's also I don't have your video right now. It's just it stopped, and I don't know it's whether because of your internet connection, or totally it's because both of us. But mine is right now about 500 kbs per second, and
Well, how about now? I'm trying my best to make it
what should we
as good
do?
as possible. Well, but I'm getting a really good connection right now. I don't know.
Let me try to fix it if I can.
All right. Let me try as well.
Is it better now?
Yeah, it's clearer now. Better than good. How about
Mm-hmm.
mine?
Yours is also good.
All right. So let's not just move it. Let's not just push it to be worse. But I guess when you have lots of ungestured movement, it it kind of weakens. All right. So you talked about prioritizing. So we were talking about consistency and then going through consistency, need discipline. And then you mentioned something like prioritizing. Now,
Mm-hmm.
how could we how could we lead to prioritizing the important tasks?
Mm-hmm. So I think discipline is all about habits and small daily actions built up over time. One setting non-negotiable. For example, if your dream is to start a business, make it a rule that you work on it every single day, even if it is just 30 minutes a day. And another key element is accountability. Find a mentor, a coach, or a friend who can check up on your progress when you have someone to answer to. So you're more likely to actually stay committed. And so through journaling and making an accountability and following the things that you have to do every day will help you improve or develop the ability to prioritize your tasks.
All right. So you mentioned something that have somebody check on you, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
All right.
Yeah, yeah.
So I guess we can't always have somebody like that in our life. Not
Mm-hmm.
everybody, not everybody, the parents, friends, brothers, siblings, whatever you name it, they would not have that kind of effort. They won't take the effort to do that. So checking on us every time. Like now, they won't give us that feeling of being a kid. We aren't a kids. So how do you think is possible to have somebody to check on us when we personally don't want to do something?
Well, so having an accountability is not a must. It means that it is not 100% obligatory that we have in order to succeed. We have to have somebody to actually check up on us or on our progress. It is just like if you have somebody to just actually have to be responsible, and you have to uh, talk back to them, and you have to and they have to check back on your progress. So it doesn't matter. You can clearly actually talk to yourself, and you can imagine yourself as that person, as a coach, as a mentor, or as a friend of yourself. So I think success is a promise you make with yourself, not with others. So if you can't
Indeed.
keep your promise, then yeah, that would be
That
difficult a little bit.
that's my favorite. That's my favorite. Success is the promise you make to yourself, not to others. Now,
Mhm.
it
Yeah.
depends on you. What are you going to achieve or what are you going to do? Now, the next thing that intrigues me a lot, it interests me, is how do we have that self reflection or the reflection of what we are doing? I mean by that, like, how could we know that the thing we're doing is better, is good, or it's helping us to achieve what we are looking for?
Mr. Hamza,
Yes.
I'm really sorry, but I think I've got a technical issue. I cannot actually continue this life anymore. Uh, I've got a very serious technical issue right now. I'll share the details later. I think I'm not able to continue this life. I'm really sorry for that inconvenience. So I think let me just share you the details later. But right now I've got a technical issue, a very
All right. All
serious
right.
one.
So thank you so much. We'll be here, guys. So thank you for sharing your very
Mm-hmm.
valuable
Probably.
opinions and very valuable uh,
Yeah.
uh, thoughts
Okay.
that
Thank you so
we
much,
have.
and I'm really sorry for the inconvenience. Maybe we'll talk about it some other time. So in an appropriate time. Thank you, guys. Thank you for watching, and thank you for sharing your opinions. Catch
Thank
you
you
later.
so
See
much.
you.
Have a great
Bye
time.
bye.
Thank you. So we're gonna continue. Doesn't matter. All right. So as we were talking about, as we were talking, that prioritizing prioritizing your most important activities during the day is the most important thing. Now, I don't know about some people, but for me, it is important that what I need to achieve and what things come first. For that, I would like to share a few tips, like how to know that which of the things are important and how can you prioritize. Let me reply to this guy. All right, I would like to hear from you, the guys who are here in today's live stream. I'd like to know from you that what things interest you and what are the things that are really pushing you forward to continue and pushing you forward to uh, make it come true. What are those few things? I'd like to hear from you guys. And then we're going to talk about how to prioritize your daily tasks and the most important tasks. I'd like to know from you guys. I'd like to hear from you guys what things, what is something that keeps you going, that pushes you forward, and doesn't let you give up or stop. You can write in the comment. Then I'm going to share some few tips on how to prioritize your most important tasks. All right, if there is nobody ahead, I'm going to start. So today I've got many methods, but I'm going to share one of them, which is my favorite, and I've been using this for the long time. The first one is use the Eisenhower matrix. Now, what is that? First, this method helps you to categorize your tasks on urgency and importance. First, urgent and important, the things that you need to do immediately. That is the first thing you got to do. Two, important but not urgent. So schedule for later. They're important to be done, but not so quick, so fast. Three, urgent but not important. Delegate if possible. That means you can put it off if possible, but if they're very urgent, put them first. Next, neither urgent nor important. Eliminate or minimize. Right? So let's elaborate these parts. So there are four things. First, urgent and important, important but not urgent, urgent but not important, neither urgent and nor important. Now, how do we do it? HITs. What are HITs? Ask yourself, what task will bring the most result towards my goals? One, two. Which activities align with my long term vision? Three. What will give me biggest return on investment? Got it? Ask yourself these three questions. Identifying high impact tasks. First, what tasks will bring the most result towards my goals? Two, which activities align with my long term vision? Three, what will give me the biggest return investment? These things. So these are the three important questions for prioritizing your most important tasks. Now, I'd like to read your comments. Ms. Oranu says, well, for me, something that, well, Sorry for the internet loss. I lost you all for a second. So here Miss Ronu says, well, for me, something that pushes me forward to achieve my dreams is my happiness. I mean, whenever I decide to give up, I just think about my future plans, becoming a billionaire, and etc. Now, and when I imagine my future, it pushes me to achieve them. Now, have everything I want, and that's it. And Miss Sultani says, the most important things that keep me going is that when I see someone that have bad personality, they have some behavior that is not about humanity, and they encourage me to be an example of human. Next. And because of that, I decided to be different. Indeed. Indeed, you gotta do that. So that is the thing that can push you, keep pushing you forward. And that will, of course, be helpful. Anything that pushes you forward, that pushes you to grow, that pushes you to be a different person, I mean positive different person, you got to do it as often as you can. Don't let it, don't do it for once or twice and leave it on the other side. But you got to continue and keep doing it as much as you can try. Now, so that was it. Three, follow the 8 to 20 rule. It is focus on the 20% of the task that generate 80% of results. Now, that's an amazing thing. Focus on what? On the 80% of the tasks. No, do it opposite. Focus on the 20% of the tasks that will generate 80% of the result. Isn't that amazing? So it will neglect, or it will avoid spending, you will avoid spending too much time on low value tasks. Whatever the low value tasks are, you won't be doing them anymore. Fourth point is plan your day the night before. Before going to bed, before you hit the bed, write down top 3 to 5 priorities for the next day. This reduces fatigue and help you start with clarity. Now, for example, tomorrow you gotta do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 things, right? Now, which things or what things do you think are the most important one wants to be done? Prioritize them first. That is the first thing you have to do. Yup. Next one, four. So four is done. Five, eat the frog first. What does it mean? Do the most challenging or high impact task first thing in the morning when your energy is in the highest. Do the most difficult tasks early in the morning, means the first thing you got to do in the morning. Why? Because your energy is high. You have the highest energy at that time. Six, time block and batch similar tasks. Set dedicated time to slots for deep work. Group similar tasks together, emails, meetings, content creation to improve efficiency. Next, learn to say no. Don't overload your schedule with unnecessary commitments. Protect your time for what truly matters. Now, that is the important thing. I've been talking to my clients always about it. That learn to say no. It is important. Learn to say no. What do I mean by that? I mean, this way you will be able to protect your energy and continue what you really should do, not what people want you to do. So sometimes being too good is really eating up your energy. So you don't need to be too good. Next one, review and adjust at the end of the day or week. Reflect on what worked and adjust your priorities accordingly. You can change your priorities according to time, here and there, and so on, and see what works best for you. You can adjust it that way. So, dears, that was it for today, and it was we had our guest, Mr. Razban. He talked about how to achieve your personal and professional goals. Too, and then we talked about a bit about discipline, consistency, and then we dived into how to prioritize important tasks. Right? So I hope so. We have sparkled something in your brain that can help you be yourself. Thank you so much. That was today's live stream, and I would like to have more of them. And if you keep supporting and keep looking and keep watching us. Yeah. So thank you so much. We'll be leaving. Have a good time, good week ahead, and take care.